Okay, this is Todd Medina, your authority in MMA and all things concerned. So it's story time. I did a video a while back ago, somebody asked me why my fingers were all jacked up. Because my fingers and my thumbs. And I never knew they were, paid attention to it. So, because they've all been broken multiple times. So the story for today, so here's how this goes down. So I'm 16 years old, I just turned 16, and it's pretty much for my whole life, it's just been my mom and I. Okay, she raised me. We went from like, you want to talk about coming from nothing, you know, that was us, but we did the dang thing. So, for a lot of different reasons, I didn't like and I don't like my biological father. I straight punch him in the face. And I know people say you gotta forgive and all that, but whatever. Okay. So it's my 16th birthday. He wants to, and he's a very bad man, mind you. Okay, he's not a good person. So it's my 16th birthday. My mom's like, hey, he wants to take you to brunch. You need to go. I'm like, I'm not feeling it so much. She goes, give him a shot. Just go try it. I'm like, okay. So I go there. When I get to this restaurant, he's already there drinking, borderline drunk. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'll make the best of it. So I go get my plate. I sit down. I'm eating. And he's drunk. Now in the Mexican community, do you know what finger wrestling is?
Yes.
Okay, so in the Mexican community, I don't know if you want to call it a game, but there's a thing called finger wrestling. Okay, so my boy Jared and I are going to do it right now. Not necessarily the whole thing, I'm just going to talk you through it. So what you're going to do is, it's kind of like saying uncle kind of thing, you know, who's going to give up first. Like, you could look at it a bunch of different ways. So my boy's going to get his middle finger, and I'm going to get my middle finger. And what we're going to do is interlock them, okay? Now, this is supposed to be a friendly game here, okay? I'm not trying to hurt him. He's not trying to hurt me. I mean, other than, like, say if you go like a Hertz donut and I come up and punch him in the arm, and it's like Hertz donut or something. It's like, okay, it's whatever. So, now, middle finger. Now, you lock them in as deep as you can, as heavy as you can, okay? And from there, you're making a fist. It doesn't matter which direction you go, but he's going to turn one direction and I'm going to turn the other direction, okay? Now, eventually, it's going to hurt, okay? Somebody's going to say, uncle, or I give, okay? So, go a little bit. Go. And you'll go, okay? Now, that finger's been broken more times than what, I don't know, so I don't want to push it because he's a dense guy. He's got that big old weightlifting thing going on. So, my biological dad's like, okay, sit down and do this finger wrestling thing with me, okay? And I knew what it was. I'd done it since a little kid. So, we're right about here, and as soon as we're not even locked up or tight yet, he goes, snap! And I'm like, what the fudge? My camera just got all right. So once again, we come here and he goes, boom! And he snapped it, and I'm like, what the heck? My finger's sticking straight up and down like that. The bone is sticking through the skin, and my finger's sticking straight up. I'm like, what the fudge? This is 16 years old, mind you. So here, my point with this whole thing, or one of them, is here's a carrot. Okay, this is how easy it is to break a finger. That one's odd shape. Okay, here's how easy to break a finger. Okay, it's 8 pounds of pressure what it takes to break a finger. It doesn't take that much. This one's kind of funky shape. I don't know why I can't break this one, but like that one. So, but they do break. So that was probably my second or third experience with, and that was that finger. So I got pins and all sorts of crazy stuff in it for that one. And that's the Mexican finger wrestling. If you didn't know, now you know. So with that said, be careful with your fingers. And that's just one of the stories from the past, how some of my fingers got all bent.